right, it sounds like some of you are being murdered, and that's when it... That's when it just sounds disturbing to the home audience. They're watching, they hear, oh! Gotta keep cool, my babies. We got a fine Friday show. Fine Friday show. Friday shows. These are the ones that are at the end of the week. Yes. And of higher quality for some reason. No, this is going to be a great show tonight. Thrilled about tonight's show. We got some great stars here. We're going to have a good time. Speaking of stars, huge entertainment story. Giant. You want to hear this? Biggest entertainment story in a while. Good, good. Because I can't change the cue card order now. Like I've got cue cards. No, did you hear about this about Tom Cruise? Tom Cruise admitted he's dating actress Katie Holmes. Yeah, who was, listen to this, who was only 5 years old when Risky Business came out. Yeah. Yeah, not only that, she was only 10 when she realized the movie Cocktail is unwatchable. He's a really good bartender. All right. Big witness yesterday at the Michael Jackson trial. It's a big day. During testimony yesterday, Michael Jackson's ex-wife said she still has a fondness for Jackson. She hopes that one day they'll be reunited. Isn't that nice? Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, Michael said he's moved on. Now he's pretending to like other women. This is a weird story, but this is true. This week, a car is up for sale on eBay. This isn't a joke. I mean, it is a joke. It's going to be a joke. Well, I guess you'll decide that. This week, this is true. A car is up for sale on eBay that is said to be the used car of the new Pope. It's the new Pope's old car, and it's up for sale on eBay. Yeah, not only that, to increase the car's sale price, they think the Pope rolled back the odometer. No. The verdict's in. I accept your judgment. Everyone I said up front, this isn't a joke, well, I'm never wrong. According to a new study, listen to this, obesity can eventually lead to dementia. Yeah, people who are very obese can become demented. Yeah. That's what it says, yeah. When reached for comment, Kirstie Alley said, squirrel light bulb SpaghettiOs. And I got to mention this story. This is amazing. A group of Arab Americans are suing Denny's because a manager kicked them out and told them, quote, we don't serve no bin Ladens here. Yeah, which is too bad, because if we really wanted to kill bin Laden, we'd have him eat at Denny's. That's the answer. Get the early bird special, and you're done. All right, let's talk about tonight's show. We got an excellent show this evening. Let me tell you who's on the program. Our first guest appeared in such films as Something's Gotta Give, Whole 9 Yards. Now you can see her in the film A Lot Like Love. She's beautiful, she's talented. Amanda Peet is on the show. Second guest, I am thrilled. I'm thrilled to just meet our second guest, but let alone have him on our show. Our second guest starred in more classic American comedies than I think anybody. The Producers, Young Frankenstein, Blazing Saddles, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. There isn't time to list them all. Gene Wilder is here. I bow to Gene Wilder. That's thrilling. That's very cool. And then one of my favorite comedians, Brien Kiley's on the program. I just think he is. I love Brien Kiley. Hilarious. And over here, one of my favorite band leaders for a late night talk show, Max Weinberg and the Max Weinberg. And I've really given it some love. Good show tonight. All right, we got the goods tonight. Some nights we don't got nothing, but tonight we got the goods. I've been talking about something all week, and I'm going to bring it up again right now. I've been mentioning this a lot, but it's big. As of Tuesday, we started broadcasting this show for the first time ever. This is historic, in high definition. So now we're getting real tight on that right there. Yeah. My producer just went, no! My producer said no. I'm not ashamed. I wish I had brushed when I was a kid. But that's what, high def is very, it's very, 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 high quality television. But not many people have a high def set yet, but the thing that everybody's going to notice is that we've switched to the new 16:9 aspect ratio. So the picture now is a lot wider. You've got a wide picture now. Here's how the show looked for 11 and a half years before high def in 4:3. Take a look. There it is right there. Wow. Terrible. I don't know why anybody watched us. This looks terrible. But look how much better it is with the wide screen. Let's go out there. Look at that. Look at this extra space. Extra space we're getting right here. That's pretty amazing. Let's just show them only the extra space so they can really appreciate amazing quality of the... Look at that. We got this over here. We got this over here, and I can put my foot up here. This is a lot of extra space. So I thought, you can put me back now, Alan. I promise not to show my teeth again. But we've been discussing this. This seems very wasteful. I've been watching a lot of high-def TV now, and the other shows don't do anything with the extra space. They just waste it. So we've been trying to, come up with some ideas that really utilizes these areas on the side. And we have some new ones tonight. For example, throughout the show, when we're not using this space, we could just show soft-serve ice cream being served, which I think would be nice. Just throughout the whole show, you'd just see that constantly. Or we could show Pac-Man, which I think might be nice. It's a game people like. Or actually, my all-time favorite, I don't like those ones. Here's my favorite, Abe Vigoda playing ping pong against himself. I think that could be nice. That'll never get old. All right, well, that's... Okay, take that away, please, before I lose my mind. Well, you think high def is cool, right? You think it's cool now? I just learned about 2 hours ago that NBC is developing an even better form of high def called super high def. That's right. So the high def image right now is currently the sharpest, clearest image that you can see in the world. Super high def, it's going to create such a sharp image that it's just going to be unbelievable. You'll see things like you never saw them before. For example, here's an interview I did with Brad Pitt late last year in the old standard definition format. Take a look.
It was grueling. I started out like 6 or 7 months beforehand with the sword training, the fight work.
It must have been cool to work with Peter O'Toole. You have an amazing scene with Peter O'Toole. We have a clip here from the movie, and this is a pretty amazing fight scene. All right, here's how that same interview is going to look in the new super high def.
It was grueling. I started out like 6 or 7 months beforehand with the sword training, the fight work.
It must have been cool to work with Peter O'Toole. You have an amazing scene with Peter O'Toole. We have a clip here from the movie, and this is a pretty amazing fight scene. I don't know why they think that's funny. I could take this shirt off by just flexing right now. Then I'd pass out. All right, let's move on. Enough about high def. Let's talk about, really, the thing that we're all obsessed about in this culture, celebrities, right? We're obsessed with celebrities. America loves celebrities. Sure, I get to chat with celebrities all the time on the show, but that's not enough for me, just talking to them. I always want to find out more and more about them. So here's what I did. Recently, I mailed questionnaires to some of America's biggest stars with just regular questions, just to try and find out more about them. I didn't think I'd hear back from any. Surprisingly, a lot of the celebrities wrote back and they had responded to the quiz. They had filled it out. And we're going to show you their answers tonight in a new segment we call Celebrity Survey. All right, here's how the survey works. We asked 3 celebrities to complete a phrase, all right? Our first phrase was, "It wasn't until I became president that I realized," well, Bill Clinton wrote back, he wrote, "how difficult the job is." Which is interesting. Jimmy Carter wrote back that every decision is crucial. George W. Bush wrote, "I get free pens." Which is nice. So, you start there and you move on. Here's the next one. I prepared for parenthood by... Gwyneth Paltrow wrote, "reading dozens of parenting books." Liv Tyler wrote, "taking child-rearing classes." Kevin Federline wrote, "getting my empties out of the baby's room." A crowd that respects Kevin Federline. I never thought I'd see the day. I learned the meaning of despair when... Ethan Hawke wrote, "I went through my divorce." John Travolta wrote, "my career was going nowhere." Ruben Studdard wrote, "they discontinued the McRib." The most embarrassing thing I ever did was, Vin Diesel wrote, "got caught picking my nose in public." Jason Bateman wrote, "took a date out to dinner and forgot my wallet." Ashton Kutcher wrote, "yelled mom during sex." There we go. I plan to see the new Star Wars movie. Harrison Ford wrote, "at a red carpet premiere in L.A." Carrie Fisher wrote, "at a gala charity event." Mark Hamill wrote, "when Mr. D'Angelo says the grill is clean enough and I can go." It's a Denny's, interestingly enough, too. Speaking of Star Wars, if I were real, I would. C-3PO wrote, "work with the underprivileged." Number 5 from Short Circuit wrote, "spend my days gardening." Stone Phillips wrote, "try to bend." I've done incredible work with him. After a night of passionate sex, Brittany Murphy wrote, "tell my girlfriends about it." Owen Wilson wrote, "treat the lady to breakfast." Catherine Zeta-Jones wrote, "notice my breasts smell like Polident." It's one of the meanest things I've ever seen on television. And I'm the guy who said it. The sexiest thing a woman can say to me is, John Mayer wrote, "I fantasize about you." Colin Farrell wrote, "you make me want to be bad." O.J. Simpson wrote, "I haven't watched TV or read a newspaper in 12 years." I long for the end of... Tim Robbins wrote, "the war in Iraq." Whoopi Goldberg wrote, "all forms of intolerance." Arnold Schwarzenegger wrote, "this governor movie I've been making." When is this movie going to be over? I've been shooting this movie now for 9 months. All right, let's take a look. We got such a good show tonight. I don't want to waste any time. We're going to take a little break. When we come back, Amanda Peet is here. Gene Wilde is here. Brian Kiley's here. We got a great show. Stick around.